Hello everyone for race number 10, the finale here at Homestead Miami Speedway as the drivers are lining up for the final race here. As let's get to the drivers. On pole position right now is the 35 of Zachary Thornton in a 35 CRL machine. And you see on the left side of your screen, Hayden Lowell going to be starting second here. And Luke Lafaro third, and Eric Heater fourth. Championship leader right now. Joseph Magan rounding out our top five.
Yep, in sixth place, it is Michael Rosero, your driver, who is currently in third place in the championship. Then seventh is Bruce Rivers. Eighth is Luke Peters. Eric Keplinger is ninth. Kenyon Washington 10th. Vincent Gucci 11th. And Aaron Brown is in 12th. No qualifying time, so he starts last of everyone on the grid.
But they're they're rolling off right now. And Zachary Thornton gets pole position. Very shocking. Very good lap for the 35 machine, excuse me, for him. And he's gonna have the front row seat for tonight's race. Tonight's at least starting right at the start. So congrats to him. And outside of him, Hayden Lowell, who I believe missed last week at Charlotte, so he's out of the playoff contention. But if you look at our quick points, our point standings right now, let me get them quickly. Well, I'll just read them off to you at least right now. Right now, Eric Heater is 22 points ahead of Aaron Brown, and that's for the championship spot. And another close battle is fourth place, 2 points between Eric Keplinger and Luke Lafaro, and also Joseph Maggins within 10 points of that. And Vincent Gucci is also 4 points within Joseph Maggins. So a lot of championship battles here in the last race of the season. I was a little bottled up as a few of them make contact as the green flag is out, and we are racing here at Homestead.
Yeah, it looked like Zach. Everyone, the field was kind of stacked up, and Luke Lafaro made some contact with the back of Zach, and he's dropping back 3 wide for that third position.
Oh!
As Hayden Lowell is really loose. 4 wide almost. Oh, is Eric Heater on the top? Everyone makes it through somehow, and that puts Eric Heater up into third place, but not without challenge from Michael Rosero on the inside of the track, who sends it to the bottom, and Joseph Madigan gets up into the wall. Looks like he got tight mid-corner, and that's also
and Luke Peters!
Luke Peters
saves
really loose. Saves it, but he's going to be way back from everyone else right now. Intense racing on lap 1 is Eric Heater and Michael Rosero side by side, and Zachary Thornton just getting away.
And Aaron Brown, I think, wrecked in the background there. I think he got sideways and he's out of the race right now. So the championship hopes is over for Aaron Brown as Eric Heater has secured the championship, unless something crazy happens where Michael Rosero wins the race and Heater finishes 11th. I think there's still a chance for Michael. It's very, very slim though. Like 12 cars in the field. So yeah, there still is a chance actually for Michael Rosero. I believe he's if he wins the stage, if he wins the stage and he finishes dead last in 11th,
and Michael will have to score maximum.
Yeah, maximum points. That's the only chance he has with that 34-point gap. So I don't know if that's gonna be possible, honestly. But Zachary Thornton right now doing a really good job leading us so far in lap number 4. So good job for the 35 machine.
Good job by him so far. That gap came in that last lap, but it looks like second and third place drivers of Eric Heater and Michael Rosero are just sort of going single file right now and just not racing each other and trying to get up to the lead. And then there's a battle for, I believe, what is 4th position, and it's Hayden Lowell on the top side and Kenyon Washington on the bottom. Hayden Lowell had some good runs this season, a lot of missed potential though. Could have won a few races, but it just never really came true for him. So now that's Hayden Lowell, I believe, getting past Kenyon Washington into that top 5 position as the 66 of Bruce Rivers and Joseph Madigan battling side by side. Joseph, who hit the wall in lap 1, looks like he has a little bit of damage to the right side of that race car. That's going to be one thing he's going to have to worry about for the rest of tonight's race, as now Tristan Rivers has a big run on Kenyon Washington, I believe the man from Canada, I think, go-kart racer in real life, and we're up on the top right now trying to stay ahead of Tristan Rivers, but Tristan using that bottom, traveling less distance, but the top side has too great of a run, and now he may lose the spot to Joseph Madigan, who's now challenging on the high side, but hits the wall again. That's unfortunate for him, and now Eric Keplinger is going to be close to him, side by side, once again for that top 7 position. Tristan Rivers and Washington, but now Kenyon gets the place and keeps it ahead of Tristan Rivers, who sends it to the bottom, trying to gain something back, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Is Kenyon Washington rips the top, gets a great run off the corner. Still side by side though, he's not clear, and then Tristan could get this back potentially. Kenyon gets up into the wall he goes, and that's Tristan Rivers gonna clear him just about. Nope, gives him space down the back straightaway. A little bit of side drafting attempted there, and then side by side behind between Eric Keplinger and Joseph Madigan. Joseph with a move to the inside, clears Eric Keplinger and gets right to the bumper of Tristan Rivers. Going to sign up the track a little bit. Kenyon running the top once again. He's liking that lane right now, but apart from the time he hit the wall, obviously. And Eric Keplinger going to pass Joseph Madigan again after he got the crossover on him.
Yeah, right now, Tristan Rivers with the fastest lap time of the race on that 66 machine. And Zachary Thornton still holding his own on in the front, as we've seen a lot of multi-group racing, especially in the mid-pack, up here in the, I think, 6th, 7th, and 8th place. We saw Kenyon Washington ripping the top, and we also see a lot of these drivers kind of a lot of different lanes. Luke Lafaro looking to the inside, Michael Rosero for that 3rd place position.
Looking to the inside, actually slightly ahead into turn 1, but we'll see what he can do on the bottom, as that high side is just carrying more momentum, as Michael gets a big run off the corner, and I think we'll clear him here. Yes, he does. So Michael Rosero keeps 3rd position, as Eric Heater closed down the gap very slightly that last time, as he's trying the top, almost known as the Eric Heater line in LRL, as he's very good at running the top.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Zachary Thornton's hanging on his own. He won at Michigan, but I mean, he's done really good so far at Homestead. 10 laps into this race, and no one's really been able to get to his bumper or even get within 2/10 of him, really. He just kind of had that half-second gap from the beginning. Heater's trying to run that top. It may be a little bit because of dirty air. We saw that last week at Charlotte, but I think since it's a little bit more multi-group here at Homestead, you can kind of not have dirty air as much, as Heater's just kind of ripping the top now, as Zach's more on the bottom, middle-ish.
Zach has had some very impressive performances, as Michael Rosero gets up into the wall, and he's gonna put him under pressure from Luke Lafaro, who gets to his back bumper. He's looking to the inside into the corner, gonna try and send it here, I think. Not going all the way to the bottom, but I think he has to go all the way to the bottom if he wants a chance of clearing him, because Michael rips that top, and it just gets him a big run off the corner, and Luke is just not able to do anything as Michael blocks the bottom of the track, weaving back up, trying to break the draft. Luke can't do anything right now, apart from look to the inside and get the clean air. He's just about alongside, but he's not going to be able to do anything. He's not in front of him.
Yeah, right now, Luke Lafaro with the fastest lap of the race, and we're still battling in the back here for 7th place. Eric Keplinger, and well, he kind of pulled away a little bit, but still battling back here, Joseph Madigan and Tristan Rivers, and also Kenyon Washington. I believe that's Vincent Gucci back there.
He's quite side by side right now. The closest battle I think on the track is now there is side by side, is Vincent Gucci goes all the way to the inside of Kenyon Washington, who gets up into the wall hard. It seems like the drivers can't really keep it off the wall tonight.
As Zachary Thornton is getting chased down by Eric Heater running against the outside wall. It's within about 3/10 going down in the turn 1. Now on the exit of turn 2, it's within 3/10 yet again. So Heater closing the gap 13 laps into this race. Can he take the race lead from Zachary Thornton, who has led, I think, his season high all season, 13 laps. I think he only led 1 lap at Michigan, which that was the final lap, but
important one.
Yeah, the most important one. And Luke Lafaro is still trying to get around Michael Rosero. Just seems like the inside just isn't good enough to pass, but you can kind of run it for faster speed, as we kind of see Zachary Thornton doing at the front.
Yeah, just Luke Lafaro looks like the faster car right now, but just Michael has been able to hold on to that top, and that's just so beneficial. There's going to come a point where I think the tires will burn off enough to where maybe if Lafaro can sit behind for a while and save his tires, maybe he'll be able to get past him.
As Keplinger, Heater right on the back bumper of Zachary Thornton. He's going to go to the bottom of the track now. Zachary's going to be on the top. Zachary into the wall. And that's going to give Heater the lead. And I think Zach, he tried to give him the dirty air in turn 3 and 4, but he was just a little bit too slow, and Heater got such a good exit. But that wall contact didn't really affect Zach. He's actually gained a little bit of time. He's going to send it to the bottom of the track.
He absolutely sent it
wow.
there. A slide job. As Heater's going to have a big run off the corner. Zach's going to have to slide up right in front of him. Heater crosses over to the inside. This is a great battle for the lead as Eric Heater will lead the lap by half a car length. And is going to clear him just about into turn 1. Almost gives him the fade. Zachary Thornton back to the bottom of the track, fighting for that lead on the inside. Impressive stuff from Zach and Heater so far. Zach clears him off the corner. No, he doesn't. Eric Heater still fighting on that outside, just getting the run off the corner. Racing for everything right now, it seems like. Zach sends it to the bottom again. He's really good at that as he is able to get right up onto or past him here. Oh, he puts him in the wall. There's a little bit of contact there. I think Zach has a little bit of damage there. Heater and Zach just came together a little bit. Zach sliding up off the corner. I don't think he was expecting Heater to be there, and it's just hard racing. But it's definitely racing hard. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna burn Zach's tires up. Heater, him just sending it in the bottom of the track, trying to slide up. I think he was clear a couple of times. He could have maybe slid up a little bit more. He's still trying to send it to the bottom. I just, depending on how long these fuel runs are, I don't know if you want to do that so much, because you're just gonna burn up your tires. Micro Zero into the outside wall first, a little bit, and that's gonna give Luke Lafaro the advantage, I think, in the turn 1.
Lafaro just needs to do what Zach did and just slide it to the bottom of the track. I think he's the quicker car and has better tires at this point. As the inside, as Luke Lafaro on the inside gets the pass done, Michael either was just really slow through the corner, or Lafaro just has that much better of tires. That's not something we've seen a whole lot of tonight. Is we've really only seen passes made on the top, very few on the bottom. And Luke Lafaro, I think, is going to pull away now from Michael Rosero, who's sort of looking for the championship. I mean, he's going to do obviously as well as he can, but I think the question of a championship, especially with Eric Heater in the lead and leading laps and stuff, I think it's going to be tough for him tonight.
Yeah.
I think it may potentially points-wise be out of the picture. So we'll see what happens, but I think for now, Eric Heater, I think the championship is swinging in his way.
Yeah, definitely, and we still have pit stops, so I mean, these stage points could be really crucial, as Michael could maybe have some strategy, or Heater could just have the same strategy as Michael and whatnot. But Heater right now pulling away from Zachary Thornton. I really think Zach killed his tires by running the bottom, and he's still running the bottom. I think what really makes Zach really good on the short run is he can really run the bottom, but once those tires wear out, the bottom's just not viable just for running laps, especially when the tires wear out. But if he can figure out how to run the top, I think Zachary Thornton will be the driver to beat if he can figure out to run the top. But if he can't, he'll be good for like about 15 laps as you saw there, but I think the tire fall off would just be too much for the 35 machine, and it'll fall way to the back. But he does have the fastest lap right now, so I mean, yeah. Still pretty fast. Yeah.
Green white checkered. Put your money on Zachary Thornton.
Oh, as we two drivers in the pits, the 6 of Hayden Lowell and Kenyon Washington, I believe. Yes, yeah. As he, I think he just exited pit lane, and so he's gonna be pitting about halfway between the stage. So very interesting strategy. They have 3 tire sets for tonight's race. So yeah, that will be interesting as Hayden Lowell out of pit lane.
Thornton actually gained 2/10 on a Heater that last time by, or a 10th or so. Maybe Heater is burning his tires off a little bit, but I think Zach kind of burned his tires off as well. Maybe that inside is just coming back, but it's going to be interesting. And Lafaro was full 5/10 faster than Zachary Thornton that last time by. If I'm Zach, I'm more worried about the cars behind because they're gaining a lot. And also, Luke Lafaro and Michael Rosero, I believe, are both gaining on the leader, Eric Heater, as well. So that's something important to note. But I think as Zach closed another 4/10 on Heater that last lap, he's coming back. So either Heater was really, really burning up his tires for a while, or making mistakes, or Zach is just regaining pace. That's really, really fascinating, and he may be able to challenge the next few laps. And that is Hayden Lowell trying to unlap himself from Luke Lafaro. Lafaro just lets him through, and it may be beneficial to let him through because Hayden's going to try and go around the outside of Zachary Thornton here to unlap himself. and may also go for Eric Heater to get his lap back in case a caution comes out. That's going to be extremely beneficial for Hayden Lowell in that 6 machine. Slide jobs at the bottom, just sends it, and Heater lets him through. I don't think it's really interfering with his line very much, because Heater is absolutely running the wall. And Hayden on fresh tires is just massively quicker than these guys. I think just the tires at this track just really, really burn off after a while, and they're going to have to be careful, because if the tire advantage is it's enough for Hayden, he could get right back up to these guys and maybe challenge for position before the stage comes out.
Yeah, and I think if these guys wait too long to pit, Hayden Lowell maybe will have a big enough of a gap to just pass him and pull away. And I mean, we've seen that multiple times in real life. They pit really, or well, not. I mean, I don't know about this year, but we have seen that in real life before. They pit really early, and especially at like hard tire wear tracks like Atlanta and whatnot, they pit really early and have a huge advantage. But obviously, the people that just pitted, if they pit right now, will have also the advantage. But 15 laps, I don't know if it'll be enough to catch back up to Hayden Lowell. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I remember, and it was ARCA at Charlotte, the time where Harrison Chandler, and Tyler Tomasi were battling for the lead of the race, and Tyler just stayed out the whole race. He never pitted for tires, so we actually unlapped ourselves from him and then came back and won the race. So now it's definitely possible, for sure.
Yeah, Heater's last lap time was a 34.0, and Zachary Thorne's last lap time was a 34.4, as Luca Faro again is kind of getting a little bit of a shove by Michael Rosero entering turn 3, I think it was. And Michael, I think he's just kind of showing Luke that he's a little bit faster right now. He's running the bottom, and he may have been trying to save his tires for the end of this race, and maybe he's saving some fuel possibly also. We've seen that multiple times this season. Drivers saving fuel for the stage, but he just can't get around Luca Faro. It's kind of a reverse roles of what happened last time, as Luca pinned him down a little bit more than he did, but that's going to get Luca Faro tight off the exit. That's going to allow Michael Rosero to clear himself, but he gets so close to the wall, but he doesn't hit it, and he keeps going, but Luca Faro right on the back bumper of Michael Rosero.
Did not hit the wall.
That was close.
That was close, yeah. And he's managed to pass Luca Faro in a great slide job maneuver. Basically did what Zachary did a couple times, and it worked for him. Speaking of Zachary, Michael's last lap was a 10th quicker than Zachary's, a 10th and a half. So Zach is definitely the person who has to worry about going backwards the most out of anyone in this front group. Is Michael Rosero and Luca Faro were sliding up the track quite significantly there. I thought they were going to hit the wall, as Michael gains another 2/10 on Zachary Thornton. So Zach's going to start to have worrying. Because this top lane just looks like on the long run it's better, but Zach committed to running that bottom lane. Gains sometimes, but on other laps it's just the top prevails, and it's also better for your tires.
Yeah, he just pulled out to about 3.5 second lead. I don't know if it's just that Zach's been pretty bad in the tire wear or whatnot, but Heater's been really good so far, and I think Luca Faro's about to, Michael Rosero going to try to challenge Zachary Thorne on the outside.
Yep, Michael challenging Zachary Thornton, and I believe passing him here, as Michael has the momentum, and it's like just no contest. Michael gets the position easily, and Zach already dropping back into potentially the clutches of Luca Faro, who was 2/10 faster that last time. And also Eric Keplinger, who's been running some very fast lap times the last couple laps and catching this front group. Eric Keplinger now working on Luca Faro here, trying to size him up and just get past him, as Eric Keplinger gets a big run up high and it gets to Luca Faro's outside. And I think Luke was just slow off the corner for whatever reason, or his tires are burning off as Keplinger passes him, and showing more of what we think of Keplinger as being, because last few races have been kind of rough for him. He's not really been running at the front as much as we thought he was going to, because we're used to him. He's a 4-time LRL champion, I believe, with several wins to his name, and yeah, he's a very, very good driver, and lately he's just been having some trouble with races. Ripping the top there. I mean, he couldn't have gotten any closer to the wall. He was about an inch away.
Yeah, and right now, Kelpling, I mean, Heater just continuing to build his lead over the rest of the field. I believe he might be trying to pit this time. He was pretty slow in turn 3 and 4, but doesn't look like he will be. But right now, he just has a pretty comfortable lead, and I also don't know if it's just tire saving or Heater's just overall faster or whatnot, because last time by, Michael ran a 34.6 and Heater ran a 34.3. I think it's just tire saving. Heater was just trying to take it easy, and just try not even push out at all, and it just allowed him to just kind of gradually gain on Zach while Zach was wearing out his tires, and allowed him to pull a big gap on the rest of the field. But Kelplinger also doing a really good job tire saving. Last time by, he ran a 34.4, so he's definitely within a tenth of Heater. So I think if we do have another long run in the second half of the race, we could see Kelplinger up here now, and Zach, he has really good short run speed, as we saw. It could be really interesting. I mean, we saw Luke Lafaro have good short run speed. A lot of drivers just coming and going. Hayden Lowell was up here, but he pitted early. But with the closing laps of this race, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And yeah, I think it'll just be really interesting as Kelplinger trying to. He goes low. I don't know if Kenyon Washington has fresher. I believe Kenyon Washington does have fresher.
Yeah,
fresher,
I believe
I can't speak. Fresher tires, but I think Kelplinger's gonna go high now, but Kenyon blinking a little bit there.
Kenyon's blinking a lot. He's slid up right in front of Keplinger too. I mean, that's kind of dangerous. He's right in his back bumper, and Peter really has nowhere to go, as he can't really see him that well. Kenyon's going to need to be careful about that as they go down the backstretch, and Kenyon Washington unlaps himself. Eric Keplinger has not been able to get to Michael Rosero just yet. He's been 2 tenths.
Oh, Michael pitting!
Michael Pitts.
I hope he nods at the Kenyon, because that looked really close right there. I don't know if I'm guessing he announced it, but that was really close. But Michael Rosero, one of the second leaders so far, other than Hayden Lowell to pit, but Hayden pitted so long ago that he's actually going to pass Michael Rosero already. He already passed Michael Rosero on pit lane, and Michael hasn't even gotten to his box yet. So,
and that was a bit of a slow entry for Michael. He was going pit road speed long before he got into pit road, so that's going to be tough.
And Heater's on pit lane.
So race leader Eric Pitts. So that puts Eric Keplinger into the lead now, as he leads his first lap tonight.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've seen this many times. Keplinger may have saved some fuel. Maybe Zach was saving some fuel on the bottom. I don't know, but I think Hayden's going to be able to pass Eric Heater right now, I believe, and yes, he will. So Hayden Lowell right now would be your leader if everyone else pits, I believe.
That would definitely help him with stage points and stuff, but I don't think that he's kind of not far in the championship.
Yeah, he's 30 plus points behind 7th. So, but
I don't know if that's really going to help.
I believe he does get a provisional for Charlotte, so I don't know how that would work out, but.
Because this will definitely help him with regards to stage points, but if he's going to have to pit under the caution because his tires, compared to everyone else, are going to be dead. I mean, he's going to be a second slower than everybody else if he doesn't pit during this caution. So, this will be, as we say so often, as we use this word so often, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, so if you do use the provisional, he's 13 points behind Vincent Gucci. So
Keplinger pit.
Yeah, so Keplinger down pit lane. Everyone down pit lane. Zachary, he could have maybe. I mean, we saw his strategy last time. He pitted, I believe, who was it? I think it was Malachi and Heater who pitted on the white flag. We've seen this before. So if Zachary does not pit here, expect him to pit next lap. But Mike Rosero going to unlap himself right there. But right now, Hayden Lowell in the race lead. Luke Lafaro also out. As Zachary Thornton does not pit. Luke Lafaro not going to pit. So white flag in the stage, and we'll see if these guys can make it back around for one more time.
I think he may be saving fuel. He's running really, really low on the racetrack. I think trying to travel the least amount of...
Hayden Lowell crossing the line right now. So if these drivers run out or have to pit, I think Hayden Lowell still wins the stage, because if they pit this lap, Hayden is close enough that I don't think they'll be able to cross the line with this 50 mile per hour speed limit. So we'll see what happens here. Zach, he's gonna
cast the pit.
Yeah, he's pitting this time. So will Hayden be able to get to him? Luke Lafaro also pitting this time. So will Hayden Lowell be able to get to the a checkered flag.
Here it comes.
It's gonna be
It's gonna
close.
be close. It's
He's
gonna
gonna-
be really close.
Oh
Hayden
my
got
goodness.
Hayden got it.
Hayden got it.
What is
Oh
that?
my goodness. Eric Keeter. Oh my goodness. Hayden Lowell gets it. Luke Peters also in pit lane. So whenever the 5th place driver crosses the line, which will be Kenyon Washington possibly. Wow. As Kenyon Washington crosses the line,
Peters,
caution is out. Caution.
Wow. What a finish to the stage is Hayden Lowell takes a great victory with a great strategy call and some
Wow.
very fast.
That was crazy strategy call there by Zachary Thorne and Luke Lafaro, and obviously Hayden Lowell gained the stage win here. So he's obviously going to win the stage as Zachary Thorne off of the exit pit lane. Michael Rosero also 6th place, not getting stage points, so I think his championship hopes are officially over. So, I mean, we kind of expected it not really to go Michael Rosero's way, but it's now official, but wow.
Wow, what a finish to that stage.
So
Zachary Thornton having one of possibly his best performance of the season so far.
yeah, but he's gonna be in 7th right now. I don't believe he took tires there. I think he might have just took fuel only, possibly. I'm not sure. But Luke Peters also still in pit lane. It's exiting right now. But we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag is out. Yeah, and we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hello everyone, we are back here at Homestead. I do have the playoff standings now, so we can take a quick look at them. So, should be in your... Never mind, those aren't the right... I don't know why. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know why it's not showing up the right ones, but yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. Should be fixed right there. Yep, those are the updated playoff standings. So right now, obviously, Aaron Brown out of the championship hunt. Michael Rosero out of the championship hunt. Eric Keeter is your Cup Series champion. But the battle for 4th, 6th, 3rd, and basically all the other positions are up for grabs. I believe, depending on how Michael Rosero does, he will get 2nd in the championship. And Keplinger could maybe even jump him, but it just depends on how things shake out. But right now, we're doing the choose count. Zachary Thorne, your leader. We saw him lead about half of stage 1, and Heater led the half of stage 1. And we saw some crazy pit strategy with Hayden Lowell pulling out the stage 1 by mere, second. I don't. It was really close.
Tenths, huh?
Yeah, I don't know exactly the gap. 7 tenths it was.
Yeah, for the stage
7 tenths, but Zachary throwing out pit lane trying to get to the line. It'll be interesting to see what happens this time. As I don't know what lap exactly we're restarting on. It's lap 45, so they have a little bit more laps, or a little bit less laps to go on the rest of the race compared to the 40 they had to go last time. They would have to go about 35, so about 5 less laps. I think they should be able to make it all the way based on that. So we're gonna go green this time by. As a majority of the field chooses the inside. I believe it's just because they fueled up at the last second. Yeah, last time. But pace car is off. Green flag is out.
Zachary Thornton with a good restart, gonna clear everyone for the lead in the turn one, and then Hayden Lowell gonna slot into second place ahead of Luke Lafaro, who's a little bit slow on the bottom, but Hayden's gonna have a run up the top, and Zachary Thornton moves up to block. Big block from Zachary Thornton as Hayden goes down to the inside now, trying to take the lead into turn 3, which he does, slides to the inside. Oh, and here comes Luke Lafaro trying to slide the inside of Zachary Thornton.
Contact! Saves it.
Saved it. No harm, no foul, thankfully, because now it's side by side for third place between Michael Rosero and Luke Lafaro. Michael with the run on the top. Could try and just go around the outside of Luke Lafaro, who's going to have a run. Luke traveling the smaller distance. Michael going to have to run off the corner down the backstretch and clears Luke Lafaro into third. Oh, gets right to the back bumper of Zachary Thornton, who tries to send it to the inside to take the lead from Hayden Lowell, but it's not going to be successful in that, and is going to have to slot back into second here.
I don't think the outside's good enough right now. It just feels like these drivers. Just feels like the inside right now is really good, and Zachary Thornton's taking advantage of that. I think these guys have to wait a little bit longer for the outside to kind of come in with these older tires. We saw this at Chicagoland. I mean, you still get a run, but I don't think it's as good as it would be if you had older tires. But we see Hayden Lowell giving Zachary Thornton the dirty air, but it gives Michael Rosero some clean air. And he almost hit the outside wall, but he's giving a live draft from Hayden Lowell down the front straightaway.
Good performance from Michael Rosero. All these top
3 wide.
3 wide for the race lead into turn 2. Zachary Thornton with the lead off of turn 2 doesn't clear Hayden Lowell. Is Michael going to make it 3 wide? No, he chooses the outside and gets the draft from Hayden Lowell. Zach
3 wide
again in turn 3. Zach with 3 wide, still 3 wide. Hayden Lowell on the top, Michael in the middle, Zach on the bottom. Hayden with the big run up on the top side, and Zachary Thornton could be the one left out to dry here. He's not going to want to give it up, though, but he's not there. This is insane. Michael Rosero fighting on the inside, and Hayden Lowell trying to get the run on the high side, pretty close to each other off of turn 2, and Hayden's going to not be quite clear into turn 3, as Michael really sends it. So does Zach, and Michael is going to clear him now. So it's just every corner seems like the lead changes here.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, all 3 different manufacturers, so that'll be a nice screenshot to take after the race. That would be really cool. Toyota, Ford, and Chevy on the top. So Hayden Lowell continuing trying to use that top lane in that 67 machine, but he just looks like the bottom, like I said, it just takes a little bit for the top to be the more dominant lane. But right now, it looks like the bottom's a little bit more dominant in 1 and 2 at least. I don't know about 3 and 4. 3 and 4, I think the top is pretty good. We saw him multiple times. As here comes Luke Lafaro, and Heater gets up to 5th now, and he's ripping the top already.
It would be an important win for both of these top 2 drivers, as neither of them have won a race this season. Michael, it would secure basically his 2nd place in the standings, and for Hayden, it would just really help him in the playoffs, as he's been so close so many times this season to just getting better results essentially and getting a win. And Zach once again sending it. I don't know if that's the right move right now, because that's going to destroy his tires, as we saw earlier. So if I was Zachary Thornton, I would be saving a little bit more.
He's got a block. Oh,
a little bit of a block by Zachary Thornton, but Hayden's not intimidated by it as he goes to the inside and clears him for 2nd place.
Yeah, a lot of multi-gear racing so far. We've seen Zach run the bottom, Hayden run the middle. We've seen Zach ran the bottom the whole race, basically. Hayden around the top last time. Michael in the middle. It's been really cool to see at Homestead, and this is really great. Heater just ripping the wall right behind him, too. Just crazy to see. As Luca Faro on the back bumper of Zachary Thorne, as Michael Rosero going to go block, as Hayden has a good run on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, he was trying to break the draft. His draft still can be important here. As Michael gets into the wall. That's going to hurt his run off the corner. And here comes Zachary Thornton, just gonna have a little bit of a run on Hayden. I think he's just staying behind. He's bump drafting him a little bit. Just getting into the back bumper, but he sends it to the inside.
Three wide again.
Oh,
that was close.
Zach nearly gets into Hayden Lowell. This is crazy racing here at Homestead, and this is exactly why this track is revered as much as it is. And Hayden just trying to stay with Michael. He doesn't want to let him get away because he knows that Michael, I think, out of all these top three, has saved his tires the best, and he's also in the lead. So I think he's in the best position to win this race. It's going to be tough for any of these guys, as Zach's coming up under pressure from Luke Lafaro, going to try and run a little bit higher than him, get a little bit of a run off the corner, maybe save his tires a little bit better, as he knows that Zach has short run speed, and it's side by side for the lead. As Hayden gets to the inside of Michael, but Michael just trying to keep that top because he knows it will be beneficial as the race goes on, and also it's hard to pass on the inside. You can do it, but I'd say the outside could just defend really, really well.
As Hayden's got a little bit of a run here, I think if he really wants to send it, if he really wants to take the lead, he'll have to send it here on the inside, but Michael knows that, and he's going to defend well on the inside. You can't really, it's hard to pass purely on the outside if the other driver runs on the inside, but if you get side by side with them, it's really easy to pass them on the outside. But with Hayden Lowell just too far back to kind of pinch Michael down in the corner and make him run the inside, Michael just kind of picks and chooses where it's gonna go. It's kind of like Kansas last year. It's really hard to pass if you are unless you send it. But Hayden has a really good run again, and he's in striking range, but he runs the top now, and Michael runs the bottom, so we'll see if the speed differential on the exit, see how that works out.
Big battle pack for third right now is Luca Farr.
Oh, Michael in the wall!
Oh, Michael gets into the wall, and that's going to give Hayden Lowell the lead. Hayden Lowell takes the lead at Homestead as Michael hit the wall. Same mistake he made at Charlotte, and that's going to cost him. We'll see, though. Does he have the better tires? Can he get us back? Because Hayden, we know he's strong in the short run. He's a very, very quick driver in the short run, especially.
Ooh. Heater.
And side by side for fourth between Luke Lafaro and Eric Heater. Heater giving no quarter and just clears not Michael Rosero. I keep saying Michael Rosero. Clears Luke Lafaro as maybe Luke tries to do the crossover on the corner exit, but Heater blocks a little bit, and here comes Eric Keplinger. Oh, nearly contact between Luke Lafaro and Eric Keplinger. As Luke Lafaro was trying to slot into that fourth place, but then Keplinger was coming on the high side. So almost a Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch kind of situation there.
Yeah, and so far, Michael Rosero not able to close the gap too much on Hayden Lowell, as Luke Lafaro looking to the inside of Eric Heater on the outside, still ripping the top as he clears him, and Zachary Thorne still in third place, catching Michael Rosero, actually. I think Michael having the same issues he had last week, that aero damage, and Zachary Thorne making quick work of him on the inside. Can he be able to clear him, though? That's going to be the big question. I think if Zach clears him, he can maybe catch Hayden Lowell. I mean, Zach's been pretty fast so far. Last lap time he ran, he ran a 33.8, and our leader ran a 33.6. So I think if Zach can clear Michael right here, he has a shot maybe as Michael in the wall again.
Same mistake he made before and Charlotte.
As here comes Eric Heater. Michael now to the inside of Zachary Thorne. Zach on the outside. Let's see how this works out.
Decently. But Michael clears him again. It's not
crossover.
Over. Remember, crossover for Zachary Thornton, and he gets to the inside of he keep messing up. Gets to the inside of Michael Rosero and clears him for second place.
Yeah, crazy battle so far in this top five. And Luke Lafaro trying to get into the inside of Eric Heater. But these guys battling is allowing Hayden Lowell to pull away to his 2-second gap.
Comes Eric Heater to the inside. Zach gets into the wall. Zach gets into the wall again. And Eric Heater now slots back up into second. And he is he could be coming for Hayden Lowell here, because Heater has just had great pace basically the whole race. And Zachary Thornton sends it to the bottom now. This is
Clips the apron.
This is fantastic. Sends it. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything, as he doesn't slide up that much.
Oh.
But he's really stopped the corner, and here comes Luke Lafaro on the outside. And he gets up to third position, I believe.
Zachary Thornton just got freight chained right there. Like 3 cars just got by him on the exit of the corner. And that's kind of just showing how like him running the inside so much is just makes these tires really worn out and really tight, as I believe Luke Peters is 1 lap down. I don't know if he pitted or not, but is 1 lap down.
Like the inside of Eric Heater is not going to be able to do anything, though, because that outside is starting to come in. And honestly, I think Michael, if he didn't hit the wall there, he'd probably still be in the lead. And also, he has not significant damage, but he has some decent damage to that right side of that car. And that's probably costing him some speed. And the same mistake he made last week. So he's going to be absolutely kicking himself over that. And Luke Lafaro to the inside now gets a big run on Michael Rosero and clears him into 4th place into turn 2. Or sorry, 3rd, I should say.
Yeah, right now.
Gets into the wall again! It's the 3rd time in 10 laps he's gone into the wall. Maybe 4th.
Yeah, right now, Eric Heater will have to work his way 2.2 seconds, I'm reading, to get up to Hayden Lowell, and it's going to be tough. Hayden Lowell has a pretty big gap, and we haven't really seen anyone claw back a huge gap. We've seen Heater claw about a half a second gap, but depending on how good Heater was saving his tires, he was running the top the whole time up against the wall, just how he is right now. And, I mean, we saw Michael hit it multiple times, and any mistake from Heater, and he hits the outside wall. A little bit, like half a second too much in the gas, he hits the outside wall. So it's a fast line, but it's also very, very risky. But we'll see how it plays out. As Luke Lafaro trying to follow in his tracks, even though there is a little bit of dirty air, I don't know if he wants to run up against the wall with dirty air right in front of him. No, doesn't sound like a good recipe.
As you said, it's a very risky line. Not many drivers can do that line. It's something that takes a lot of practice to be able to do. And Heater actually gets into the wall a little bit, and that's going to cost him a lot of speed, and that could potentially put him under pressure from oh my gosh. It could potentially put him under pressure from Luke Lafaro as gets his back bumper and not be able to do anything into the corner, though. Luke Lafaro has been a very, very patient driver all season. He's never really gone for any like ultra rash moves or anything. He's a very methodical driver and really only goes for it when it's very much on. He never sends it really, which can work for him. But as soon as I say that, he does. So trying to get to the inside of Eric Heater now into the corner and not able to do anything as Heater ripping the top. And the only mistake he's really made with that so far is just tapping the wall a little bit that one time. But Heater not able to catch Hayden Lowell, and I think I don't want to jinx Hayden here, but so far it's looking good. I will apologize to him personally if I end up jinxing him.
Yeah, right now it's I believe in sim time it's 9:29 p.m. and I think the sun is completely set. I'm not sure, I can't really see the skyline, but it is completely dark here at Homestead with only the lights on, and it just seems like the track's kind of hasn't really changed really. I mean, usually we talk about changing track really it's been top most of the time. The tire wear makes a little bit of difference, but the track itself hasn't really changed. I would have thought like more people would run the middle-ish, not really the very top, but it seems like I said, the track hasn't really changed 100%, but look forward trying to make that middle of the bottom lane work, but I just don't think it will, especially trying to gain time. I just think the top side's a little bit too powerful to try to gain time running that middle lane, but also we could have some fuel strategy here. We saw Hayden Lowell, I believe he didn't refuel his car after he pitted the first time. So he pitted during the stage, but then also he didn't refuel it coming to the green. So we could see he might not have 100% enough fuel, but we saw these guys go about 36 laps, I believe, last time by. Eric Heater, I believe, went about 36-ish laps, and also Michael Rosero and others went pretty long. But also Luke Lafaro and Zachary Thornton went about 39, 40 laps. So I don't really know what the fuel window is, but Heater closing the gap a little bit on Hayden Lowell. Last time by.
Yeah, close a little bit. So this could be the point where Eric Heater may start to gain a bit of pace back, but it's too late. I think it's 9 to go, and then it's a 3.1 second gap. I don't really think he's going to be able to get that back unless something happens. As there's a little bit of a blocking from the lap car of Luke Peters against Michael Rosero a few laps ago. I'm not really sure why that was happening, but it's definitely held Michael up and he's brought back from him. And during that lap, he was a tenth slower than Zachary Thornton. So Zach is going to try and take that 4th place, as that's going to be one of his best runs in LRL right there.
Yeah, Zach has had a really good. I mean, he's not in the playoffs, but he's had a really good playoff rate. A few good playoff races. If he was in the playoffs, he would probably actually be challenging for the championship. So last week at Charlotte, he ended up 5th, and I believe the week before he got a top 5. I believe he got 4th place with the 2nd place stage points. So I mean, I think
very good.
Yeah, really good for him so far.
Second at least in points.
Yeah, and right now Eric Heater just still trying to gain as much time as he can. He's pulled away from Luke Fafaras and Michael Rosero side by side with Zachary Thornton for 4th place.
Yep, battling with Zachary on Thornton on the inside, his favorite lane, and just takes the spot from Michael Rosero. It's plain and simple, but Michael is going to have a little bit of a run on the high side, and Zach clears him though. But he's going to have to block. He's going to have to block, go low, see if he can just stay in front of Michael Rosero. But Michael looking to the inside now, trying his lane against him, as Michael really sends it, and clears him, so he gets the spot back.
Zach's probably going to do crossover movers. We can see from the blip camera he has a pretty big run with that draft. Michael doesn't block low. He's kind of moves down the racetrack, because I think they may have made contact. I'm not sure, but
I don't think they did.
Zach to the bottom of the track. He's going to slide job right in front. We've seen this the past 2 laps. He slide job and the other guy just crosses over, and we'll see it probably again here. And yeah, we do.
He's not able to cover him off completely. Here comes Michael to the inside, gonna do the same thing he did a lap ago. This is just a repeat of this is basically 2 laps in a row where the same exact thing has happened, and Michael really clears him off the corner. But Zach's gonna have a big run here. Michael's gonna have to block if he wants to try and keep the spot, but Zach goes back to the inside, and I think Michael's gonna cross him over again.
Yeah,
he's not able to send it he did before, and Michael is very much there on the outside. If he doesn't hit the wall, which he does. But still gets a big run off the corner. It shows that outside is really starting to come in right now. It gets you a good run off the corner, but you can just slide job at the bottom of the track, and you can just gain a ton of time and just gain that track position, which, of course, is important.
Yeah, and right now, I think Zach would have the advantage, as none of these really have the advantage, but Zach, if they just keep doing this crossover kind of move, he punches him down.
Contact. There was a little too close for comfort there into turn 3, and then just made some contact.
Oh, both in the wall!
Both of them into the wall.
And Keplinger's going to come in the front here, I'm guessing, since both of them hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, Luke Alfaro hit the wall really hard. And I think Eric Heater did too. Everyone just hit the wall at the same time, I think. It's just kind of similar to the DP series at Homestead, where everyone just hit the wall out of nowhere.
I think everyone's just pushing so hard, and you kind of mimic the guy what they're doing in front of you, and if they hit the wall, you're probably going to the wall too, because you're right behind them. So I think Hayden Lowell, if he just takes it easy, he probably just run the bottom, just make sure he doesn't get into the outside wall. He has this race pretty secure. But Luke Peters, a lap car, is coming up here, so he could maybe slow him down a little bit. But I don't think I don't know if he'll be able to catch him with 2 laps to go. Also, there could be a late race caution. We saw that Chicagoland. I believe that was the second to last half-mile race we did, 1.5 mile race we did, but 2 laps to go right now. Hayden Lowell just needs 1 more lap to get the white flag, and most likely the win.
Did Hayden have 1 or 2 wins in LRL? I don't remember.
I believe in the history of LRL, he has, maybe 1 win. Maybe
he has at least 1 win. I know he has at least 1 win. I don't know.
He does have 2 wins. One coming from the Pro Mazda Series at Texas Oval, and one coming at the DP Series Season 1 at the Charlotte Oval, as White flag is out, and Hayden Lowell in the race lead by 4 seconds over Eric Heater.
So this would be his third win in LRL, and funny enough,
First stock
both
car
of his
win.
wins have... Oh, and Eric Heater into the wall. Here comes Luke LaFaro trying to get past him, and Heater can't get off the wall. Here comes Luke LaFaro. He's going to have a run down the backstretch, but I don't think it's going to be close enough. And Hayden Lowell.
Heater's on the wall. Not going to be enough, though.
Take it easy. And Hayden Lowell wins at Homestead for his third win in LRL history.
Yeah,
the final race of the season. Eric Heater comes home second. Luke LaFaro third, chasing him down. Michael Rosero comes home, I believe, in fourth. Then Zachary Thornton fifth with a fantastic run. Eric Keplinger sixth. Joseph Madigan seventh. Kenyon Washington eighth. And then Vincent Gucci ninth. Oh, as he wrecked after the checkered flag, Kenyon Washington. That's really, really...
If we bring up our point standings, we'll see if anything has changed. Luke LaFaro, I believe, jumped Eric Keplinger, and he is fourth place in the points. I don't believe he would jump Michael Rosero there. I think Michael Rosero may have jumped Aaron Brown. And Joseph Madigan stays in sixth place, and Hayden Lowell with this win. I don't know how the points shake up, but he may be looking at a sixth place finish possibly, or a seventh place finish in the championship.
Remember, he has a provisional.
Yeah, he does have a provisional. And also, Eric Heater burning it down on the front straightaway for his championship here in the Cup Series. I think he finished inside the top two, or inside the top three in every single race in the chase, and he did it when it counted, and he wins the championship.
In a bit of Joey Logano fashion in a way, but I'd say Heater had a great season. Won when it counted, and brings him another LRL championship. I believe this is his third LRL championship, and yeah, fantastic job by Heater. Aaron Brown, unfortunately, had kind of his points lead diminished throughout the season, but his form in the chase was just maybe Heater would have got him anyway. I don't know. So it's all speculation. It's all it's all coulda, woulda, shoulda. But Eric Heater ultimately is your champion for the first ever LRL Cup Series.
Yeah, now
and in a way, it's sort of the third. It's sort of like the third championship of the LRL, top 3 series NASCAR Cup or NASCAR car championships, because he's won the last 2 Truck Series championships, and now this Cup Series championship. So he is solidifying himself as one of the most successful LRL drivers ever. He has the most wins of any LRL driver and some of the most championships.
Yeah, and I think he's won every single stock car championship there is. I won't count a Legend as a stock car, but he's won the Street Stock Series championship, and also the both of the trucks and cups. I think he has the stock cars on lock. Trucks, but whatever. So we're gonna interview our champion first, and also our second place finisher right now. So we'll bring him into the booth. Hello, Heater. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you are our champion. You led a majority of the first half of the race, and you got fourth in the stage, I believe. What was your viewpoint on your strategy there at the beginning of the race?
For me, really, the stage didn't matter. I didn't need any points because Aaron gave up. So, really, I was just going to run it to the end, basically, until I ran out of gas. And then, I don't know, I was going to take less fuel to see if I could gain any positions. Just, I don't know. But I just forgot to lower the fuel. And, I finished fourth still. I don't know. But I thought we were going to be a lot closer than we were on fuel, so I came in and gave up track position to top off, and I think that was probably the wrong decision there. I just had to burn up so much tire going through the traffic that, first of all, Hayden had such a big gap, and my tires were way too dead to even go on a chase for him. So basically, I was pretty much locked into second from the moment that I got that past done. But yeah, I mean, big congratulations to Hayden on the win. It's been a long time coming all season, so good for him to get one. At least before the season ended, of course. But otherwise, I have to thank everyone who showed up. Making it a fun season all season long. I wish it could have been more of a battle for the points lead. It would have probably been a little bit more interesting for you guys, but yeah, I don't know.
Anyone else you like to thank for your championship win?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Aaron for giving up and basically just handing it to me on a silver platter.
Well, congrats on your second place finish and your championship.
Yep.
That was Eric here who finished second. We're gonna bring in our race winner Hayden Lowell. Hello, Hayden. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you win the stage and you win the race. So talk me through your stage strategy. You pitted about halfway through the stage and you just got Zachary Thorne on the white flag coming to the line while he was in the pit lane.
Yeah, I mean, if just mathematically, you want the most time on fresh tires as you can. So if you run farther than 20 laps in a 40-lap stage, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. Originally, was just going to take, I was going to take 4 tires coming down, but then I realized I thought I was going to give up way too much time taking 4. So it was a last-second call, pull into the box, uncheck the left sides, fill it up with just enough gas, and to balance out the right sides, making it looser, keep it as tight as you can. And the tires just made a whole bunch of difference. And as soon as Zachary in chat, he's like, "Can we win the stage on pit road?" And as soon as that happened, I'm like, "I know exactly what that man's doing." So it just had to push, and eventually, coming out of 4, I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna get it," but I think we got it by probably less than a second.
Yep, and obviously you had a great 3-wide battle for multiple laps there with Zachary Thorne and Michael Rosero. What was your thoughts on you? I believe you ran through the middle to get through them.
I went through the middle. I think I was on the bottom once. I think I was on the top a couple of times. It was just go where they aren't, just to keep clean air on the nose. With dirty air being modeled in iRacing now, it's just keep clean air on the nose and don't overdrive the car and kill the tires. And that's all I needed to do. And once I figured out the bottom in 3 and 4 was almost faster than the top was, and you could save so much tire, you can still run the same lap times. And unfortunate, Michael hit the wall. I would have liked to have battled him without that. See what would have happened. But this has been a long time coming. The entire season, I've been so close. Finally got this Napa Auto Parts number 6 Chevrolet Camaro for Madigan Motorsports in the victory lane. Took a whole season to do it. Missed 2 races, but it feels so damn good to do it.
Yep. Anyone else you want to thank for tonight's one?
I got to thank team owner Joseph. Got to thank Napa for sticking with me. Got to thank you guys for putting on a great league. Wolfgang also up in the booth. You're doing a great job, dude. Keep it up.
Thanks.
But that's about all I can think of for people to thank. Other than congrats to Heater for the championship. I wouldn't be a nice dude if I didn't congratulate him on that. He clawed his way throughout the entire season, and he ended up getting the championship here in this final race. So that's cool to see him pull off a hat trick of championships here in LRL.
Yep, and like I said, congrats on your win here tonight at Homestead.
Thank you.
That was Hayden Lowell, your race winner, and we're gonna bring in our 3rd place driver, Luke LaFaro. Hello, Luke. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
So you finished 3rd after a great battle between Hayden Lowell, Mike Rosero, and you also battled Heater there. You basically battled everyone in the top 5, at least a lot. But what was your thoughts on the race and how you kind of had some multi-groove racing and some more lane choice than you usually do at most 1.5-mile tracks?
I thought the multi-group was definitely good. I was a little afraid that as it got later into the night that the top would go away, but it pretty much stayed the same. It in 3 and 4, you really wanted to run the bottom, but if you could, some guys were able to figure it out on the top, but I just couldn't, so I had to run the bottom in 3 and 4. And then 1 and 2, I could run the top pretty good. So it was pretty multi-group. It was definitely some good racing.
Yeah, and you finished third after a great battle. And do you think you could maybe challenge Hayden for the race lead, or do you think you just kind of didn't as soon as I can't speak, but can you challenge Hayden for the race lead after you got by a few of these drivers, or do you think you just couldn't catch him?
I mean, maybe if we were on even tires, I could give him a run, but my tires were a lot more worn than his. So I mean, even if I got to him, I couldn't really do anything unless I sent it the last corner because my tires were just a lot more worn than his. I just kind of couldn't really gain time on him.
Yep. Anyone you think tonight for your third place finish?
I want to thank my teammates and I want to thank you guys for doing the broadcast. It's good.
Yep, and thank you, and congrats on your third place finish here tonight. I believe you found yourself fourth in the championship, so congrats on that also. Or actually third. I'm not sure. I'm not sure really, but some fourth or third, something like that. But congrats.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's Luke LaFaro in the 54 machine. So that's gonna be it for our interviews tonight. Only had to interview 3 drivers, as one of them was a champion, and yeah, so. Overall, that was a really, really fun race. First half was really fun. Great battle between Zachary Thorne and Eric Keeter, and also a great battle between Hayden Lowell, Michael Rosero, Zachary Thorne, Luke, just everyone in the top 5 put on a great show in that second half, and Hayden Lowell took it away after Michael Rosero hits the outside wall. So that was a very fun race, and also only one caution, which was for the stage. So even though there wasn't a lot of wrecks, or I don't think there was really any wreck, actually, but that was a really, really good race at Homestead. What's your final thoughts here tonight and on the final race here at Homestead, Wolfgang?
It was a really, really fantastic race in my opinion. It was a little spread out towards the end, but that's just what you get when you have a long green flag stint. The battles there was just battles everywhere on the track. I mean, I don't think there were really many moments, especially in that second stage, where there just wasn't any battles. It was just a really exciting race all the way through, especially that 3-wide battle for the race lead, and there was the battles between Zachary Thorne and Michael Rosero and the like, where I messed up the commentary and shouted, "I keep messing up like an idiot." So, well, it was a fantastic race. I really enjoyed it. Congrats to your champion, Eric Keeter. I think he deserves it. He had a great season, and yeah, congratulations to your winner, Hayden Lowell, as well. Like, it was, as Heater said, it was a long time coming for him, and it's his 3rd win in LRL, first in the stock car, and he did a great job. He's been running so up front of so many races this season, and he's just had either bad luck or just not quite had the consistency throughout the entire race, and it's finally happened for him. So, congrats.
Yeah, and that was like you said perfectly. That was a really fun race, and congrats to Hayden Lowell on the win. And quick shout out to Zachary Thorne. He got pole position by I think it was like, I don't know. I think it was
10th.
A 10th, yeah, something like that, and that was really good for him. And he had a really good final 3 races. Hopefully, he can carry that momentum in the next season. So we'll see you guys in probably a few weeks, 3 weeks, probably 4 weeks, something like that for next season. So stay tuned for some updates, and we'll see you guys when